Oh my god, jeez Lord, I'm already regret looking up what I'm gonna look up here. Really? Peppa Pig? SpongeBob? What the heck? Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Really? Yeah, I really have a huge... Yeah, we're gonna react to this dude. Because I'm bored today and... See, like, look at this. Like, I'm already regretting every second of this. Because no one looks like that. I'm just gonna point that out. But, see, yeah, see, guys, see, this is, no, I refuse. Okay, like, alright, I don't think we're gonna find anything good on this channel. Alright, at least found something that has decent looking. Alright, let me explain, okay? Before we get started with the video, I have to say that I made 2 community posters that no one really cares about 2 movies that are coming out, guys. I'm doing the Mafia one first, okay? I just haven't been in development yet, because I have been stressed out. And you maybe say, how? Well, guess what? I've been doing a lot of things that not a lot of people you know. Okay? And the second thing is, this one. This guy, I never really liked, mostly because later on, his videos just got stupider, like I showed you. And I wouldn't say stupider, but I just don't like the animation a little bit. I just don't like the animation a little bit. And, like, when it comes to scary animation, really, like, use that weird, realistic people look. And that's why I didn't like it. See, if I had to go with narrator, it would go for, I think, Terrence Nicholson, or that's the name, or something like that. And animation of Llama Arts, because Llama Arts makes some good animation. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, I'm gonna turn out the quality. What's the quality at? Yeah, 360p, which might be only the quality, because this can't even run a good quality. Alright, let's see. See, that's what, yeah, lag. Yeah. Oh! Never mind. That's a real person.
This happened to me about a year ago.
That man sounds familiar. Yeah, see, this is a decent style of animation.
I used to be a janitor for a cleaning agency.
My god.
I would basically
Buffering.
take contract jobs to clean in various locations. One day, my cleaning agency gave me a cleaning contract at a psychiatric ward.
No.
Also known as an asylum.
No.
To be honest, I was a bit hesitant to take the job.
You should have
just
had it.
because of the superstition of asylums being haunted, but
No.
I took it anyway because
I'm gonna
the
hate
pay
you.
was decent. Later
Go
that
back to that. Was that $20?
but I took it in
I thought. No, I just ignore it.
secluded
Okay.
in the middle of
Thought you were
nowhere.
just cheap. That's all I know. I use the word monkey a
When I
lot.
arrive inside,
Not the
I
black
notice
people, though,
giving
okay?
me an uninviting stare.
Yeah, I can understand when you get these
I'm
guys
not just
here.
talking about the patients. I'm also talking about
Yeah, the
the
buffering.
employees as well. To be honest, I kept it professional.
Oh my god, dude. I actually hate the buffering on this computer. This computer is old, guys.
Do my job. I remember mopping the hallway and seeing some really bizarre things.
What?
I saw some creepy looking patients that had a disturbing look to them. I don't know. They just looked like the kind of people you would see in one of those Exorcist movies.
Thanks. Was that the character from Evil Within? You guys know what I'm talking about. The little ghost person. Like, what was his name? Oh, fuck. Forgot his name. But for real, the little guy, the guy that was dressed in all white, that's what he looked like. Whoa, quit tripping. You'll be fine. Quit tripping balls.
I remember seeing this one guy.
What?
Really
No.
wanted to kill me.
No, I
I
refuse
could
to
see
help.
a nurse instructing him to lay on his bed. He didn't look too happy after that.
How do you get over it?
I also remember seeing a swimming class taking place. Well, not exactly a swimming class,
No.
just a bunch of patients in a swimming pool. They
With...
were all holding an exercise ball and mimicking the actions of the instructor.
I heard they're called medicine balls,
Personally
but I
found
don't know
it
if I believe
unsettling,
that.
to say the least. When it was around the end of my shift, I was getting ready to head home.
I'm gonna apologize. The monkey thing is not being racist. I'm just saying I think monkeys are cheap. If monkeys were people, they would be cheap. Cause think about it, they use rocks.
I noticed all the patients' doors were closed, except
Yeah.
for one room.
Nope. No.
I could see someone laying on the floor with their legs halfway across the door. It was a bit alarming for one to be laying on the floor like
Why
that.
is your arm bent like
I then
that?
saw the person getting yanked into the room. That honestly startled the crap out of me.
Got a pistol on you?
I then noticed a puddle of blood spilling out from the room and onto the
Great.
hallway. I decided to approach the room and see what
That's the 5th time. That's like probably the 4,000th time I've paused it, man. Guys, listen. Don't investigate.
was going on. As I peeked inside the room, I saw one of the most disturbing things ever. He was the tall man I saw earlier.
Yeah, she's fine.
He was biting the hell out of one of the nurse's neck.
Bro.
You could see the nurse's eyes gouged out with blood pouring everywhere.
Do you explain why they're attached to that top?
I carefully made sure to not scream or make a sound. I got the hell out of there and immediately started driving off. I even called the cops while driving.
What are they gonna do?
To this day,
They...
I'm still traumatized by what I saw that night. I'm not sure exactly what happened to the tall man, but he still gives me the chills just thinking about him.
I like that. I really like that the references they give out. All right. Well, that was mediocre, I guess. True arcade, scary story, horror story, same thing. We got same guys. That is guy. He's a decent narrator. He just yells a lot. He's very loud. That's why I really...
This story is told in a female
Oh, okay.
perspective.
Okay, female
It
perspective.
happened to me when I was around 15 years old.
Okay.
I would always love going to this arcade that was located close to my house. The arcade was always open till late, so it was
web
usually
storage
packed
too?
to full capacity.
Hans
My
Nicholson is
parents
the
didn't
goat.
mind if I went by myself, as long as I made it back before my curfew was over. Every time I was at this arcade, I would always play with the Pac-Man machine. I don't know why, it's just I had a knack for Pac-Man,
Fun
and
game,
it
man.
was my favorite game to play.
Fun game,
Later
fun
that
game. What is that?
I remember seeing these two guys play the game Dance Dance Revolution.
Never
I
played
always
it.
enjoyed watching others play it, as it was quite mesmerizing to say the least. That's when a random guy approached me from out of the blue
No.
and asked if I'd be interested in playing air hockey with him. I personally didn't see any harm in it, so I said, sure. He introduces himself as Ben, and I
Nope.
introduce myself as well. We end up playing a few rounds and even chatted for a bit. Ben was even generous enough to buy me a
Terrence
drink.
Nicholson pizza.
I eventually
Alright.
noticed it was getting pretty late and realized it was probably close to my curfew. I checked
don't
my
have a
pockets and
curfew.
noticed my phone was missing. I didn't know if I forgot it at home or something, so I tell Ben that it was time for me to go. He then tells me that he needs to use the restroom and politely asks if I could keep an eye on his cell phone, which was
No.
charging on the wall along with his belongings.
No, I'm leaving.
I said sure, and he proceeds to head to the restroom. I decided to call my cell phone using Ben's phone, just in case I accidentally dropped it somewhere in the arcade. I noticed he didn't have a pass lock on it, so it was pretty
That-
easy to use.
That's even worse.
Dial my number and surprisingly hear a cell phone ringing inside Ben's backpack.
Oh, hell
It
no.
sounded exactly like my ringtone.
My
phone
ringtone is
must have been in
different.
his
My
bag.
ringtone is Arctic Monkey,
I
so...
decide to open the bag, only to find my phone inside it. I grab my phone and quickly place the backpack back on the table, just in case Ben came back. I felt
Charge up-
really uncomfortable
plug up his
knowing he
phone.
attempted to steal my phone, considering the fact that he came off as this really nice guy. I noticed he was still in the restroom, so I randomly scanned through Ben's phone.
Really?
He didn't have any social media apps, which led me to believe he wasn't much of a social guy.
Social media can be toxic. Trust me.
I nosily decided to look through Ben's photos while occasionally looking up to see if he had come back from the restroom. What I saw in the photos made me want to throw up.
What is it?
It was photos of myself ranging from inside and outside the arcade. The photos ranged from a couple months ago till now. As I was swiping more and more and more, I realized this guy had been secretly stalking and taking photos of me.
Oh, he's sleeping on the
One photo
sleeping.
that really sent chills down my spine was a candid style photo of myself playing the Pac-Man machine with Ben standing right behind me.
How do you not notice him?
He must have had someone take the photo of us.
Yeah, that's normal.
I quickly delete all the photos of his phone. That's when someone named Greg texted Ben's phone saying, "Yo, Ben, is she still with you? I'm outside with the van."
Oh my god! Bro. This man is not normal. Okay.
"Yo, Ben, is she still with you? I'm outside with the van."
Kidnapping is crazy. Throw the chair!
That's when I look up and see Ben staring at me with a creepy ass smile.
I can see it.
It was a smile that looked so exaggerated I couldn't tell if he was faking it or being for real. I told him that I was just checking the time because I'd forgotten my cell phone at home. He then says, "Want to come over to my place?"
No.
I honestly could have made a scene, but I took the high road and said, "Sure, but I need to use the restroom first." He then says, "Sure, let me walk you there."
No!
Ben walks me to the restroom, and I immediately took the opportunity to call my dad to come pick me up. I can see Ben in the restroom like a creep. That's when I decided to tell two older girls I saw about my situation. They kindly escort me outside, only to find Ben no longer there. I then get a call from my dad telling me to come outside and that he has arrived. I quickly rush into his car and act like nothing ever happened. To this day, I'm still traumatized from the encounter I had with Ben that night. I lay on my bed from time to time, pondering what sick plan he was orchestrating that night.
It's gonna be finger
All I
banging.
know is that I don't plan on going back to that arcade anytime soon.
You know what I do like? Is the references they do for the channel. Ben's high out of its mind. Look at those eyes. They're all gone, bro. That was not. I'm not gonna subscribe to this guy. I think I'm good on that one, Chief. No, ain't. True McDonald's Night Shift Horror Story. And it's PG-13. So if you're not, you're right. It's almost 13. So whatever. Started.
This happened to me when I was working at McDonald's.
No, it didn't.
My boss assigned a schedule amongst our staff.
I'm messing.
I was unfortunately scheduled for the night shift on Fridays. I didn't usually mind as we didn't get a whole lot of business around this time of night. My boss was pretty laid back and didn't mind if I went on my phone during business hours, so long as I got all my work done. I remember dozing off repeatedly due to the fact that I wasn't fully acclimated with the night shift hours.
Not my fault. No.
That's when I heard someone making a psst sound. The kind of sound you make when you try to draw someone's attention. I notice a customer trying to make an order outside, so I quickly greet them with my usual, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?"
No.
I then heard a man say, "One Whopper, please."
Really? I would just call. I was just gonna say, I'm not taking your order because you think you get the wrong, because you think you got Burger King.
"Yes, I would like one Whopper,
I would not
please."
took his order.
I couldn't tell if he was being a smartass or not,
I don't
so
know.
I ended up saying, "This isn't Burger King, sir. We don't serve that here."
Why are you
I
at
heard
the
him
window?
chuckling profusely after I said that.
Gross. I don't know why I said gross, but
I quickly checked the security camera, only to see a clown. The clown was standing in front of the drive-thru menu without a car.
who does that?
It's not Halloween. Why the hell is this guy dressed up like that?
Who does
I
that?
really didn't want to serve this guy, so I decided to use our company policy as a plausible excuse for him to exit the premises. "Hi, sir. Unfortunately, you need to be in a vehicle in order to purchase something here.
That's an order.
If you don't have a Whopper, I'll take a Baconator instead."
We're not at Wendy's, sir.
I now could tell this guy was
Calm
some
down.
kind of psycho harassing me. I instinctively yelled, "Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!" I called.
Imagine you're at a drive-thru. All of a sudden, you just get yelled at this guy because you're oh lord.
Cautiously stick my head out the window, only to see the clown no longer there.
Yeah, he dipped.
A couple hours later, near the end of
Dude,
my shift, I notified
that
my boss
jawline
and fellow employees
gotta
regarding the
go.
situation. They all dismissed my accusations
crazy
by saying
jawline.
ignorant things like, "Did you get his autograph?"
I'm gonna smack you.
Or, "It was probably some guy that thought it was Halloween." I
I'm leaving.
annoyingly pretend to be amused and head home.
Yeah.
The following Friday, it was my time to work the night shift again. I really, really dreaded working this shift.
Did don't work in?
Especially after what transpired that day. I tried to convince myself that it would be highly unlikely that I encounter that clown again. As time went on, I remember dozing off as I get startled by another psst sound.
No.
I urgently check
No.
the security camera, but don't see anyone present. At this point, I genuinely thought I was hearing things due to my subconscious mind thinking about the clown. My paranoia must have been at the peak of its height. That's when I turn my head towards the drive-thru window, only to see the clown staring dead at me.
You know, after the first time this would happen, I would just call him and say I need a day off. You know, like I would just say I'm sick, fake cough and all that. Like, that's what I would say. Say, hey boss, my mom's got hit by a car. Can I not go to work today? I don't care if no one's out there to close the store. I don't care. Like, I would straight up tell him, like, hey, yo, I'm sick. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
If you don't make me a Big Mac, I will kill you.
Try me.
Trevor.
Shit.
My heart sank to my stomach. The clown knew my name. I immediately grabbed my cell phone to call the cops, but my hands were trembling so much that I actually wasn't capable
Is it that
of dialing.
tensive? Okay.
He started banging his head on the glass and screaming my name, Trevor, repeatedly. Trevor, 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 I am not loving it. Trevor, 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 Trevor.
I don't care if you're not loving it. I don't know what I did wrong.
I see blood dripping down from his head.
I like how
started
it pauses every
shouting
time I
from
have
the
to
top
talk.
of my lungs. Leave me alone or I will call the cops.
That's where you get a
The
pistol
clown
and just
runs away
drop
as
him.
another car approaches the drive-thru lot. I stupidly resume work and wait for my boss to come in.
Is that they're not gonna ask about
On
the
his
blood?
arrival, I explain the entire situation to him. He then dismisses me by saying,
Bro.
"Don't sweat it, kid. It was probably some drunk.
Dog.
You can go home now." As he was talking, I noticed a cut on his forehead.
This is ridiculous.
I could even see blood start to drip from it.
Good lord.
No. It can't be. Goodbye, Trevor.
You freaking ass motherfucker.
No! No!
Just sit down and be humble. Before we get started, this is like 30 minutes long, and I'm not editing a video for 30 minutes. And as you sometimes know, I don't edit much work. But we're gonna react to, let's see. We're gonna react to update. We're gonna react to, let's take a look. Not this one. We're gonna react to update here. We're gonna see basically we're gonna watch this one, cut to here, and then we're gonna call it a day. Let's get started. I am not wearing that. Or that. Or that. Or really a white t-shirt. That's fun. Wait, hold on. What did it say? Terrence. Disclaimer. Do not react dub my videos without email permission, use of any audio. Oh. Hey, Terrence. Buddy. I don't make any money off YouTube. So I'm gonna react to it. I mean, it says do not, without email permission, use any audio while... Wait, okay. I think I'm getting the gist here. I think he's saying don't copy the story or the animation style or the voice. I think he's saying don't take it and re-upload it or do not, like, reenact it. I thought he said, like, do not do a reaction, which I'm stupid. Alright, let's get started. What we got today? Well, we're not gonna react to all 4. We're gonna just react to 2. Alright? Because I feel like it today. Not gonna lie, if you just go on the deep web, you're just stupid, man. Like, you should know better. Dos. Deep web hood study dos. I like how it's his horror shorts party in the numbers. Ooh, it kind of Nicholson. Sorry.
This story happened to me on a Thursday night.
Thursday?
When I was home alone in my apartment complex. I live with my roommate Josh, who was usually out with his girlfriend.
Did he blow
so that
himself
gave me the
up
luxury
and
of
his 2
having the
kids?
place to myself. I was video chatting with 3 classmates of mine on Facebook Messenger. Their names were Eric.
No. Automatic. You know, he's probably the guy at the McDonald's thing. Look at that jawline. That is definitely the guy. That was definitely the clown at McDonald's. I know it too.
Craig and Cindy.
No one likes
This
you,
was my
Craig.
first interaction with them as our professor selected us to be in a group project together. Throughout the night, we brainstormed ideas while getting more acquainted with one another. This is when the story gets a bit weird.
Lord,
Eric
please help these
spontaneously
children.
asked the group chat, "Hey guys, want to see something cool?"
No.
What is it?
Getting an A+ in this project would be cool.
Thank
Sure,
you.
man. What's up? Eric sends the group
Dale.
chat a photo.
Is that your name,
I
Dale?
click the chat icon and see a disturbing.
Eric. Why the fuck are you sending me this? Why? Like, why did you send me this? What am I gonna have? I'm acting like I have a face cam on, which I don't. But seriously, why are you sending me this? There is no reason for you to send me this. Like, what is this? Is it a chain email? I bet it is too, you slick son of a bitch.
Image of a woman with her arms and legs missing.
There's no reason I need
What the
this.
hell?
Ew! Why are you sending us this?
Dude, where the hell did you get that photo? I'll tell you, but you guys really need to keep this a secret.
Really?
Promise me you won't tell anyone.
I'm telling the cops, I'm telling everybody.
This isn't marketing related, but okay, I guess.
What are we even working
sure,
on?
Dude. Please don't tell me you were the sicko who took that pic.
Definitely
I
is.
didn't. I actually got the photo from the dark web.
Of course he grinds
Dude,
on that.
you go on the dark web?
What's the dark web?
I'm gonna hit you.
Supposedly it's this hidden part of the internet where you can buy illegal stuff.
That's about right.
I personally wasn't that educated about the dark web, but I did hear rumors about it growing up. I've always acknowledged the existence of these kinds of things growing up, but I was still unaware as to what potential atrocities lie within the online world. Eric then says, yeah, I just recently started getting into it. I found the photo from one of the forums I came across.
Sorry to break this up, but you know how in the asylum thing, not the monkey thing, it's nothing to do with that, nothing to do with that, I swear. How the dude saw the girl when the dude spawned and when the nurse go back and go lay down. Two things. Why did he get mad about that? And second of all, why was he smiling? There's no reason to do that. Yeah. Alright, back to the animation. Sorry for pausing. Last time. Then I'll probably pause it again, but after that's gonna be the last time I pause for this video. The buffering's crazy.
Homemade dolls. Here's the full-size picture. He then sends us the exact same
The video's
photo,
already up
except
before it
this
was
time it
sent.
had a description box next to it with the title doll number 20. Why the hell, of all people, did I have to be in a group project with this weirdo?
I know!
The details in the description
Alright.
stated
I'm gonna read this because this is actually the following issues on each test subject. Pre-buyer request. Please contact. Okay. Yada 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 yada. Okay. Very. Okay. You can move the tongue, eyeballs, one eyeball only, teeth, and ears. Eric, again, why are you sending me this?
inhumane acts that can be performed on the victims before being shipped to their buyers. I felt pretty disgusted reading the dialogue, but I was still somewhat skeptical about the whole thing. It was hard to deny its legitimacy, though. The authenticity of the image looked too real to be a hoax.
To be honest, this looks photoshopped.
I understand that.
I don't know. It looks pretty real to me. Dude, that's disgusting. Why do you even go on sites like that? Well, I only go on it occasionally.
Oh Lord.
Midway through Eric's sentence, a random user joins the video chat.
I thought it was just a
who's
white
that?
screen when you look at it at some angle.
I don't know. I swear to God, we better not be getting hacked.
Oh, we definitely
Eric,
are.
is this one of your stupid friends from the dark web? I'm gonna call the cops if it is.
Alright, lady, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I don't know if they'll trace anything. Like, for real, I don't know if the cops can do anything. Yeah, you saw something? But it's like saying someone sees someone kill himself on an Omegle thing, which I know about. That was like the first time I saw this man, actually. On the Omegle chat room, he's about someone would say, why didn't you just call the cops? Like, you can't. Why? Because I don't know if they're going to trace it there.
That's when I decide to move my mouse cursor to exit
Shit.
the video chat. Why the hell isn't this working? Come on.
It's called the
work,
power
goddammit.
button.
My cursor was resisting to move
Okay.
no matter how many times
Or
I
just
clicked or moved
close
my
the
mouse.
tab with a certain amount
That's
of...
when the random user's video turned on. It was a guy wearing a pig mask. The mask didn't look like some dollar store knockoff. It looked like the skin face of an actual pig. He wore it like he was Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That ain't Leatherface. That's Pigsy. That's Pigsy from Manhunt. I know it is too. He changed different. I think this is him before he became butt naked and just have the pig mask. I'm not gonna play that again, guys. I'm not playing that. Okay? End discussion.
Hey,
I know a lot of
is everybody
things,
seeing what I'm seeing?
but that one's one of them.
Dude, I really hope this isn't a stupid prank. It's not, dude. I don't even know who that is.
That's Pigsy.
Why is there a guy wearing a pig mask on my screen?
Are you
Guys, what's
this
going on?
delayed?
I don't know
Oh boy,
why,
delayed.
but something about that moment. I just knew. I was looking into the eyes of what true evil looks like.
Fire.
That's when my classmate's video chat completely froze. The only screen functioning was the pigman's. It
Pigsy.
seemed like our computers were being hijacked. I couldn't quite comprehend what was going on until I heard the pigman say, "Can you see me?
No, I
Say
can't.
yes if you can hear
Nah, I'm
me."
blind, bro.
Say it! I replied
Now just say,
with,
"Nah, I'm blind."
Yes, what do you want from me?
Like, I just went down, pull my sunglasses, put those on. Like, I'm blind.
When you get, when you're with someone for so long, every single day just drags and becomes a routine. Well, I just want something new and fresh, you know? Something vibrant that will make me feel alive again.
Why are your eyes red?
I just need a new doll.
Been puffing the lovely.
Does it sound like a brilliant plan to you?
Not with those fingers, my friend. Not with that. No, sorry, Pigsy, I'm not one of them.
Appalled by what was transpiring.
Why are
That's
your
when I heard
eyes
a
red?
muffled female's voice in the background. The pigman then swivels the camera towards the direction of the muffled voice, only to reveal a woman with no arms and legs.
Wait a
She
minute.
had duct tape on her mouth and a
She
chain
looks
bound around
familiar.
her neck. The woman was flailing her severed arms wildly in a desperate attempt to escape. A couple seconds later, the pigman approaches her while holding an axe, the kind of axe lumberjacks
he
use
dropped
to
the
chop
chainsaw.
down trees. I began to hyperventilate as I knew the inevitable fate this woman was about to endure. He then raises the axe up in the air. I begin screaming from the top of my lungs, "Leave her alone, we're calling the cops!"
They won't do anything.
As I took my last glance at the woman, I realized that it was the same woman in the photo that Eric sent.
I'll say, yeah, you look
That's
familiar.
when the pigman smashes the axe against the woman's skull repeatedly. I practically leap up from my chair and begin to vomit.
It took a minute. Stop,
This
please.
sadistic display was unbearable. What the hell is going on? Someone tell me I'm dreaming. There's no way this is real.
It's definitely real, my
I
boy.
looked back on the screen.
Hey, hey, hey.
To see
Ooh. Hey, hey, hey.
nothing. Like the whole thing was just a bad dream.
It's
or
not a bad
figment
dream,
of my
friend.
imagination. What the hell just happened? I know I'm not going crazy.
You are going crazy
I
with your
immediately
red on red
messaged my
ensemble.
classmates in the group chat saying, "Please tell me you guys saw all of that. Did any of you see the
Who the
pigman?
fuck
We
is
need
John?
to
Oh, that's his
report him."
friend.
Yeah, I briefly saw him, but then my video chat ended.
Same here. That was weird as hell.
Must have been a hacker. Thank God my screen went back to normal. Did you see anything, Terrence?
Okay. I can barely read this because I think the quality went down. That says rude. Like, I don't know if that says an R. That is an R. I don't care.
I responded
Yes.
as nonchalantly
Terrence,
as
wait a
I
minute.
can, saying, yeah, but basically what you guys saw. I think it's best that we just put this behind us and move on from here, you know?
Yeah, I think the
didn't
quality
know
went
if that
down.
was the right decision.
My
I
bad.
didn't want to further escalate the situation. Acknowledging the pigman's existence was one thing, but going into further detail about afterwards just felt unnecessary. This is the part where I wish the story ends.
Not gonna lie.
It's been a year since the incident. I ended up dropping out and taking the semester off. due to
Fruity
the mental
booties?
trauma
What? Frosted Loops? Okay, I'm not eating those. Cereal? Okay, that's pretty good. I might eat those.
I endured. I now work at a local
I am not
retail
touching
store.
Fruity Boots.
I was coming.
I call it
home from
Fruity
work one
Booties?
day, and I saw an envelope sitting in my mail slot. I open it and discover the most horrifying thing
What?
that sent
A
shivers
penis?
down my spine.
That would
It was
horrify
a
me.
picture of my classmate. Cindy.
Don't you dare post comments what I'm thinking about to say.
Except-
Don't you even dare.
She had no legs.
Eric, this is your fault. I would just send that to Eric. Like, yo, Eric, it's your fault that she's gone.
The picture was titled Doll Number 21.
That's not my problem. I'm gonna tell you that is not my problem. That is really not my problem. That's really not my problem. Alright, Terrence Nicholson, give me something. Give me something today. It's not heavy reason. Here we go.
This is a story that took place back when I was living with my ex-girlfriend, Jasmine. I had
Jasmine.
recently moved from my parents' house and into an apartment complex where it was surprisingly quieter compared to the suburban area I was used to. Jasmine and I were both college graduates who worked full-time in our respective fields of study. I was in the construction business as I was always a blue-collar kind of guy who enjoyed hands-on work revolving around the trades industry. Jasmine was a financial advisor, so she usually got to work from home while I had the usual 9 to 5 that I'd become accustomed to for the latter part of my life. On my off time, I would usually hang out with Jasmine at our local park or simply kick back and binge watch several shows on Netflix till I had completely passed out. Going to our local park around the evening time became a daily occurrence of ours, as rowing back and forth on the swings was Jasmine's way of de-stressing just before the very next day at work. This became a daily routine.
I'm sorry to pause it. What is this? Why is the what? It is not Christmas yet, boy. You are 5 minutes too late for that one.
Comfortable within our new whereabouts. Well, at least with the exception of Saturday nights, when I usually video called 3 close friends of mine from where I originally resided. Their names were Joe, Max, and Steve.
No.
This was a way I could stay connected with my friends, as I didn't want to tarnish my friendships with them, nor did I want to be known as the odd friend who cuts people off because he was quote-unquote whipped. Hey Rick, how's your stay over there?
I know that.
Must be good getting some action with all your parents in the next room, huh? No comment.
Yeah.
Hey boys, we gonna keep talking about Ricky's love life, or we gonna get this party started?
What do we even do?
Cheers to that, Stevie boy. Tang, what's the rush? We have all night, dude. Alright, who wants to go first?
Are you serious? I don't need to know about your mobile game. I can probably kill us for. The thing I'm watching is probably a little more important. Computer is plugged in. Well, guys, today has telling me the game should stop, so that's gonna be the end for this video. I don't think Terrence was having any of this smack I was talking. So, yeah, I will see you in the next video. I got a lot of editing to do. I mean, like 2. I don't know.